Good night, everyone. Once again, my name is Latanya, and my testimony is deliverance from listening to secular music. So I grew up in church all my life. I've been in church for as long as I can remember. I grew up in Jamaica, so church is every day for me. Whatever time church is being called, I am going to be there. And so because of that, I got saved at an early age. I got saved at 10 years old, and I want to say that I fell in love with Jesus. I still believe that I fell in love with Jesus. It was just an immediate connection, even though I was 10 years old at the time, but I knew God as my Lord and Savior, and I truly, truly love him. But I moved to the U.S. at the age of 13, and I moved in with my grandma rather, and she's not Christian. She believes in God. She's God-fearing, but she's not really going to church every day. So me being 13 years old, I have to kind of follow what she says. If she's not going to church, then I'm not really going to church. But I would try to join online at my churches in Jamaica, and then slowly but surely, I started not joining online. I'll be honest, I kind of slipped off the tracks. And so I was just kind of living normally, just doing whatever. But I took up music, right? Listening to music, some secular music. It was not clean music, I'll be honest. It was rap, it was Latino, it was pop, it was Afrobeats, it was country music. I was literally all over the place. There was no one thing. Whatever music that was out there, the latest songs that was coming out, I knew them. Matter of fact, I would stay up late. If whatever time they say 12 a.m., the song got to come out, I was there at 12 a.m. listening to the songs, okay? I was in it. But I want to say that, after moving to New York and coming to a faith church and being, more rooted and grounded in, faith church, and also, being rooted and grounded in God, I want to say that conviction happened. Some serious conviction happened, because I went from listening to those music until, being surrounded by worship, and, especially with my mom, she's always playing worship, of course. And so, I'm looking at my playlist, and I'm looking at the playlist at church, and it's yeah, it wasn't adding up. So I got serious conviction from that, and I stopped listening to those music. And I want to say that secular music, it carries demonic messages, right? So that's another big thing, because I'm listening to these words of these songs. It's not just it wasn't just oh, I stopped listening and that was just it. It was because of the words and what the message of these songs were really saying. These things are not really good for your soul, and it's not good to meditate on these things, right? Just because it sounds good doesn't mean that it actually is good. So these songs, they are pop songs, they have nice beats to it, they have nice rings to it, but it's not actually good for you, because they're literally singing demonic messages to you. So they're not even hiding it, okay? They're not hiding it. They're not trying to hide it underneath a mask. If you just simply listen to these musics, you'll understand that it's not good for you. I want to give an example of I don't know if you guys know about Playboy Cardi. He's literally preaching demonic messages to people. I saw a reel the other day, and it was literally him setting up to preach demonic. People are always falling out at his concerts, right? You have the literal words in the songs are glorifying drugs, gangs, sex, all these things that we as young people should not be meditating on, right? And so spiritual warfare is real, okay? And we're inviting the devil to have a hold on us when we listen to these songs. It's literally causing the devil to have a stronghold and say that, this is what he has over you. He can, next thing you know, you start finding yourself thinking about certain type of behaviors, drugs and all these things. When the gang members come up to you, starting to kind of become conditioned to it because of these songs, right? And so, whenever you get these songs, just think about Proverbs 23 verses 7, which says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." And so if we're thinking on these songs, slowly but surely we're going to become those songs, right? And then in Philippians 4 verses 8, this is something that my mom always preaches to me. I didn't really realize that it was from Philippians 4 verses 8, but she always says to me, "Whatever things are pure, honorable, lovely, commendable, if there's anything of excellence and worthy of praise, think on these things." And so I want to say that praise and worship music, it does that. It really does help you to think on these things. And so Christian music has reached many different heights. I personally know the Gentle Jesus, Meek and Mild, and I know the Rock of Ages. It's not really as appealing to the young audience. Although I love those songs now, actually. Even though as a kid I was like, oh, I can't bother with this song. Here they go with the Rock of Ages again. I used to get like so annoyed, but I love them now, right? But I understand that we want a certain sound, okay? We like the rap music. We like the pop music. Let's just be honest with ourselves, right? So Christian music has those. There's Christian rap, there's Christian pop, there's Christian rock. Whatever you're into, I promise you there's a Christian song for it, okay? And so you no longer have those, those feelings of like listening to rap music, but you can now glorify God with that. And so with that being said, my music has no longer gone from like dirty music, but now it has a great sound and a greater purpose of glorifying God.